All right, we are back in our studio kitchen with Chef Julie, and take a look
There's
at what
your
we
bars.
made.
That's the Amy bar.
That's the Amy bar.
So she'll take those home later, bake them a half hour at 350, and then
I'm
you'll
so excited.
Let them cool completely before you cut them.
Okay.
I loosen it while it's warm, and then turn it out once it's cool, and then just cut.
Oh my
And
goodness.
they'll be delicious.
Yum.
They'll be delicious.
All kinds of good stuff.
Well,
and
these are very delicious too, and I have to thank my daughter's mother-in-law, Claire, who gave me this recipe. She makes these all the time, and she does kind of a lower sugar, healthier version.
Okay.
We're going to do the normal,
Okay,
the normal
but thank
version.
you,
But thank
Claire.
you, Claire, for this recipe. BakingWithJulie.com has this and the other recipe on there, so you'll get it all. So we have some oats, and we're going to add in some toasted coconut here.
Nice.
We got flaxseed.
Also good.
We got some mini chocolate chips. And with this, we can just pour stuff together. We don't have to do anything special mixing them separate. So here's some more honey.
Okay, so a little
Yummy,
sweetener.
yummy, little sweetener in there.
I suppose that's going to bind.
It will bind it together, and of course it does help the sweetness factor. And then we've got peanut butter. And I'm just using creamy peanut butter here. Now Claire uses the all-natural, no sugar added kind of peanut butter.
Okay.
And she actually leaves out the honey and will just increase the peanut butter. But but anyway, like I said, this is just the normal. This is a teaspoon of vanilla extract, woohoo! And we just stir all this together. So that's about as hard as it gets, y'all. Right here. It's almost like making Rice Krispie bars,
It kind
but
of is.
easier. But you can see where kids could enjoy making something like this, because there's really not much to it.
And you can add, of course, what you would like.
If you
to
want
add,
other
if
things
you-
in here, you can. Absolutely.
But what I love about this is that it's really quick.
It's
you
very
can
quick.
grab it on the go.
Yes.
Kids love it because it has the peanut butter and it kind of has that texture, I think,
Right.
that they like.
It does.
And I feel like I got everything I want in that one little bite.
You
so
do,
I know
and
I'm
it's
getting
very-
some good nutrition.
It's very handy. Now, what I did, if you notice here's some that are finished.
Okay.
Now, when the first time I tried her recipe, my pantry honey was crystallized.
Oh.
So I always pop my honey in the microwave if that happens, so it kind of gets liquidy.
Okay.
Well, I thought I had let it cool enough, and I had not. And so when I mixed it all together, my mini chocolate chips melted. But look at that. Doesn't that look
So
good?
I was going to say, it looks like a little chocolate.
It looks like a chocolate one.
Chocolate bite.
And it actually, I think, held together even a little better. So it was like one of those little happy accidents.
Don't you
kind
love
of
when
thing.
that happens? It's like, oh no, ooh, not so bad.
Not so bad. Now, once this is all mixed up together, you put it in the refrigerator for at least a half hour and let it chill up really good. And this is what you get. And these are the leftover ones from my last normal recipe I did. And we can kind of ball these up.
Okay.
Basically, you just form them into little balls. And I find it's more about pressing than rolling.
Okay.
And you can make them as big or as little as you want to make them, just depending on what you want. And there you go. I do store these in the refrigerator.
Okay.
About a week. It'd be good to eat them within a week or so.
Okay.
But they are so good, and I actually used them this week. I was busy hauling some compost to my house for my garden, and I was busy, and I'm like, I need something. And I'm looking around, and there's the stuff I'd made, and testing my recipes. I'm like, I'm going to do it.
You're
It
like,
was
that's
perfect.
perfect. And
It's
they're
going to perfect.
beautiful.
And they are beautiful. Yeah. And before we go, I did want to give a little shout out. I know it is Memorial Day weekend, and for the Gold Star families in particular, we thank you for your sacrifice. And I know, I got to help write
Yes,
that book
you
a
wrote
few
that
years
book.
ago about John Rydstrom. And so for the Bear A 603 families and those like you, we just wish you a blessed, peaceful, comforting Memorial Day weekend.
Very nice. Nicely said. Thank you, Julie. And thank you for all you do and bring to the show. And for this recipe and many, many more, you can go to bakingwithjulie.com. Also, of course, for more on the products that you see here today, foodcity.com.